So you know what I really enjoy? I enjoy when we have the ability to see comparisons, especially when it's East versus West. We have the ability to see, gee, are the gamers out there complaining about this stuff? Are they, being truthful over what's happening? Are they just conspiracizing over what's happening? Are we just imagining things as to what they are? Are we just imagining they're making females ugly purposefully? Is it just all in our heads? So anytime this happens, I thoroughly enjoy when we can see a comparison right before our eyes. And thankfully, we've been able to get that for a couple of times now. But this one is the most telling comparison that we have gotten in a while. And what do I mean? Well, apparently Naughty Dog's principal concept artist decided that they were going to do a design of Eve from Stellar Blade. And what in God's name is this?
Is that a sand space bud?
Oh wow, it reminds me of my favorite ice cream.
Oh, pardon there. Lily, can you hear me? I think I've landed on Earth. These humans have some big-ass heads, though.
No, seriously, guys, what the hell is this? Like, what the hell is this creature that I am looking at on the screen right now? I don't even want to zoom in more than I'm already zoomed in right now. Seriously, why did you even do this? Why even bother trying to do this? And then what's the best part is, Stellar Blade's official account retweeted it. I'm like, bro, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. It's absolutely insane what we are looking at here. So we have an article here from SmashJT.com with a headline that reads, Naughty Dog's principal concept artist butchers Eve from Stellar Blade. Look how they massacred my girl. So let's get into this article, guys, from SmashJT. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So again, like I was saying earlier in the video, I love when we can see this beautiful comparison, right? Well, we can see what the West is willing to do compared to the East. This is the same character being designed by two different ideological studios, right? You got the East making Eve a beautiful feminine person, and that based off a real woman, by the way. As much as these creatures try to pretend like she's not real, oh no, she is real. But that's besides the point. You base it off of a real woman, you make her feminine, you give her the curves, you give her everything, and you move on about your day. You got this person over here who is a concept artist for Naughty Dog, who probably has his hand ties with what he can actually make, right? Naughty Dog probably, dictates how feminine he can make certain female characters, because why would you make them like this? What is this? Again, I need to zoom in, and I apologize for those of you watching this video who are like, hey, Hypnotic, why are you zooming in right now? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry. It's the only way for us to really understand what's going on right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, seriously, what is this? What is this? What is this? Why are we even being blessed with this on Christmas is beyond me. I don't understand. But again, it's the most insane thing. So the guy's name is Nam Hong Tek. I'm sure I've said that wrong. Naughty Dog's principal character concept designer recently shared an illustration of Eve from Stellar Blade on his Instagram account. And it's nothing short of brutal. The gaming community is roasting the hell out of it, rightfully so. Again, I know the article says that, but I need to reiterate, rightfully so. This attempt at depicting Eve, the stellar babe celebrated for her beauty and strong feminine presence, is a complete departure from the grace and elegance that fans have come to love. Not only is her face beaten so badly with a 3-wood that is completely unrecognizable, but her overall proportions, particularly the hips and the butt, of course, have been altered to such an extent that she now looks awkward and devoid of any of her original feminine charm that made her so iconic in the first place. Now you could look at this and say, hey, it's just an artist rendition. No big deal, right? Why bother getting up in arms about it? Well, that's precisely why this situation has grabbed the internet's attention, because of the connections behind the scenes. It's hard to honestly look at the transition version of Eve. Nice play on words, Smash. Nice play on words. Transition version of Eve. I called it Steve. So that totally was a subconscious play right there. Eve's design was originally crafted to inspire and captivate the pure beauty, and yet this reimagining strips away her essence, leaving a character that looks more like a dude or a completely busted woman. This design is emblematic of the troubling trend within a Naughty Dog that we've seen and we've been covering quite a bit as of late, one where female characters are increasingly masculinized, seeming in the name of the ideological agenda. See, there is the latest upcoming game, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, as an Exhibit A for that pattern being confirmed after The Last of Us Part 2 LGBTQ forced agenda. So Again, it's basically noticing patterns, right? And patterns are what got us here. Patterns are what got us to whatever the hell this is supposed to be, because this is very clearly not Eve. Why is her hip bone looking like she's a goddamn crack addict? I mean, she is not that skinny, bro. Give this girl some thickness. What is going on here? Why is this happening? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what was in their mind when they made this character and when they really thought that this was going to be something that people were going to be excited to look at. And I could understand. Some people are like, well, it's a certain artistic style. Bro, if that's the cope you want to have when looking at this, then more power to you, because it's anything but that. You can have this artistic style and not make her busted, right? You can have this artistic style and not so clearly try to trans her, right? This is exactly what we would get if Stellar Blade was made by the West. This is why we are happy that Stellar Blade was made by the East, right? We're happy that Stellar Blade was not ruined or made by a Western studio. Thank God, because if we had to deal with a Western studio making Stellar Blade, this is what we would have. Can you imagine the 3D model of this? Bro, she would look so busted. She would look worse than the Fable character. She would look like a dude with a fucking wig on. Like, what are we doing here with this fucking... I don't even know. It's so upsetting. Anyway, Naughty Dog, the once long ago, I know, darling Sony studio, has faced pushback from gamers in recent years for what many perceive as a shift down, sorry I couldn't resist, towards pushing certain ideologies in their games. Whether it's their characters' design choices or the narratives being pursued in their games, there's enough confirmation at this point from all the evidence available that their creative direction is being shaped by activism rather than what gamers actually want, creativity and artistry in gaming. Neil Druckmann, the studio's president, has been at the forefront of his own activism movement, with many looking at his approach as being hardcore gay agenda driven, heavy-handed, and alienating to longtime fans of the granddaddy of Crash Bandicoot. The situation raises an important question. Why would a studio as experienced as Naughty Dog completely disregard what makes characters like Eve resonate with fans? If Nam Hon-taek's design is any indication, it's pretty clear that Naughty Dog's priorities have changed from respecting the source material and the very fans who cherish it into, well, whatever this is. So, again, boys, I love this comparison, and I know you're hating me for bringing it up on screen. I'm sorry. But I love this comparison because this is just more evidence to pile on to an obvious agenda that is happening before our eyes. This is not even real art, right? This is from a concept artist. This is from someone who is trying to say that this is going to make the character be given justice. How are you doing Eve justice by making her look like this? I don't understand. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And then you're going to have the disingenuous losers try to come out and say, well, you're just mad because you can't fab to it. Blah, blah. Stop projecting, bro. Stop projecting your masturbation fucking obsession on everybody else. And let's talk about what it really is. People are angry over a female who is an actual real female who is super feminine and is the peak of femininity, decides to all of a sudden become turned into a man because somebody at Naughty Dog thought it was in their best interest to trans Eve. This is why we are glad that the East is eating your lunch. This is why we are glad that they are making all the money and you're not. And it's so damn sad that we can't even root for our own goddamn studios because you guys are ideological psychopaths and you want to ruin everything you touch all because of an agenda. Like, it's the most ridiculous thing, bro. And then you gaslight people. Oh, it's totally not happening. This is more evidence that it has happened, it will happen, and will continue to happen so long as your ideology continues to take precedence over everything that you do in your life. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it if you get to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.